It is a beautiful 80-degree day here in Acworth, Georgia. Joel Hillsman alongside Bruce Oswell. We are live at Buccaneer Stadium, a pair of top-ranked teams in number one in 1A through 5A Allatoona and number one in 6A North Gwinnett. We'll start, Bruce, taking a look at the Allatoona bunch. They'll be coming in at 13-1, and their head coach will be Jonathan Wishen, and he's in his 8th season. This Allatoona team coming in on a 12-game winning streak, Bruce.
Yeah, Allatoona, Wishen and his program have done a great job putting together a good youth program, building it from the ground up over the last 5 years. They're similar to what Lambert's done out in Forsyth County, and they've grown that into their high school program with a really good couple of last 2 seasons.
We'll get into it more so as we go, but 13-1 on the year, 3-0 in out-of-state games. We'll take a look at their leading scorers, and that's how they do it. Ben Galloway, Carson Searles, and Trevor Stewart, all of them key acrimonies for that Allatoona attack.
Yeah, Carson Searles with 66 points, 49 goals, going to go over 50 for the season, probably tonight, and Stewart with 32-7 on the year. Great stats.
We'll flip it over to the other side now. This is the big dog, 15-0. They are number one in 6A, the North Gwinnett Bulldogs, and head coach is John Poloskit. And they're coming up on this 15-0 season following a 16-2 record last year. Have 12 players returning. The North Gwinnett Bulldogs come at you heavy in the attack. 65% of their scoring coming from the attack.
Yeah, Coach Palisic has done a great job in his second year, and his attack is one of the best groups in the state. Ryan's got 69 goals on the season, 91 points, averaging over 5 points a game, and being complemented by Ortolano with an additional 51 points.
Their leading scorers you mentioned there for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. As a host of them, as we get that going for you, Jack Ryan, Jack Ortolano, along with Sam Gaston, Tamburo, and Magro. Deep team. And do you expect a lot more? We'll get into it as the game goes, but they're going to need some help from the midfielders as they don't have a lot of depth and balance there at the midfield.
Yeah, North Gwinnett is heavily run through Gasta. He spends a lot of time on the field, and Allatoona is more balanced to run in 5-6 middies that can all score and play D.
All right, it's time for the opening face-off. We are here, Allatoona. They are a senior night. They are in the home white, moving left to right. And North Gwinnett, they are in their road reds. They got the red jerseys and the white numbers and the black hats. We are glad that you're with us here on La Crossfire TV, and the opening face-off won by the Allatoona Buccaneers, and that was Danny Tesler who will take his game to Cleveland State. So they'll be on the attack first. Here's Stewart, who is top of the box. He spins it over to the right to Tesler. Tesler now twirls it in his cross and moves, and they'll kick it back out and be very patient with it over now. Here is Stewart. Danny Hinton, also a young sophomore in that starting lineup for the Allatoona Buccaneers. They'll go back in behind with X now. And Ben Galloway, we mentioned him in the open. There's a move coming in by Brooks Gillum. It's not there. Goes back out to Stewart, who fans it quickly over, put it on the ground. Dropped it was Tesler, but he was able to retrieve it, and they'll kick it back around now.
Tesler's not your traditional Fogo. He stays on the field. I think he does that about 50% of the time, and he's added close to 20 goals, I believe, on the season.
Here is Gillum. Shot, no, save. Right there in front. And a save on goal, Austin Wise coming in there at 64% on the saves today, and he'll pick that one up, and now here comes North Gwinnett. They'll come on a clear up through the left wing area, and he'll move it in across. Coming up on the midfield line is Nick Baldwin. And they'll get it across and now into the right alley and into the box. And so North Gwinnett now will go on offense on the attack for the first time today. Spin, and they'll go back in behind, and they'll be patient with it and set it up, twirling it in the cross. Now it's popped back to the back. North Gwinnett will retrieve it backhand with Orlando.
Yeah, that was a feed from Ortolano to the midi cutting, number 29, Olvey, who had a wide open, easy shot, didn't finish.
Melander covers it up in the crease as there was sloppy play, and now here comes Allatoona on the clear with Cameron Carter, the midfielder. He's coming out through the left wing area, and he'll go down in that left alley and come into the box, and now second possession here for the Buccaneers.
So that was 2 times Allatoona had ran a cutter. I'm sorry, North Gwinnett ran a cutter down the middle. I'm not sure what Allatoona was doing on defense there, but they didn't cover either of the cutters. but they've now got the ball.
And they will set it up. These are the two top-ranked lacrosse teams in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, I expect the quality of play tonight should be a little different than what we did last Friday night.
Yeah,
Joel.
Won't be as sloppy. We saw one mistake there by North Gwinnett, but now the long pole action of the defense helping him out. Justin Hopkins smacking him around as Allatoona now will work it there, top of the box, and being patient with it. Here comes Zimbardo. Zimbardo moves in, shot, save. Right job, Austin Wise right there on the save. Allatoona crowd ready to erupt. North Gwinnett now will try and attempt to clear. They're passing it long across the field and up now into the left wing area, trying to get it up and in there. There's a pass. Whoop, going to be long, but he's going to recover it down here in this left alley. So here's Orlando. Orlando could go from behind. He'll stop and bring it back. Whipped it in the middle. It wasn't there. It's on the ground. Ground ball, not scooped up yet, and now North Gwinnett fortunate to retain it there with Vinny Margrove. No, Vinny will hold it in his cross. Fires it in up close. Shot. There's a pump fake and a goal. Beautiful move. Danny Tambero. Pump fake goal. It's 1-0 North Gwinnett at 8:47.
So off the loose ball, it was picked up top by Tamburo, fed it down on the crease. That's the third time in the first minute that we've had a guy wide open in front for North Gwinnett. I'm not sure what the Allatoona defense is doing, but they're not covering guys in tight, and North Gwinnett was able to finish, faking high and putting that in the low corner.
Beautiful move, and the thing about Tamburo, did not play lacrosse last year. Played football, and now all of a sudden he's a midfielder and now coming up on that and scoring. That was his 12th goal of the day and does do a fine job at the face-off at 67%. Not facing off here with this one. Our second face-off of the game, and we've got a violation. Three-man crew tonight. And Allatoona will get credit for winning that one. 2-0. So now here are the Bucks in white moving left to right, and they trail 1-0 here. 8.5 to go first quarter. Beautiful day. Beautiful scenic view here atop the Buccaneer Stadium press box. Joel Hillsman, Bruce Aldwall, glad that you're with us. Here's Stewart. Stewart going to move in. Angles back to the right. They'll flare it in. They got two back behind that cage now, and they'll play catch. Right in the middle. There's a cut. There's a shot. It hit the post. Long pole will come away with it for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs, and that's Badler. Baldner, ball on the ground again. And now here comes North Gwinnett, with Allatoona. Allatoona across on the right wing area. Faking and dipsing doing with it to get them on side. Still hadn't got it in the box, and now they do. Push from behind. Gilliam holds it. Now he spins it back in behind. Sorrells working behind the cage, coming out to the left, going to spin right in front. Shot, goal. Beautiful move, Carson Sorrells at 7:41.
Oh, we got a flag down too. So Sorrells off the turnover, took it from X, came hard all the way up to the 5, inside roll, and finished down low for the goal. Looks like somebody on North Gwinnett said something to the ref that he may have been in the crease, and the ref didn't like it, threw a flag.
Table moved across to the opposite side. Did they wave off the flag? Yes.
It must have been a push, so I take that back. He didn't say anything. They just called a push, and the flag is waved off on the goal.
1-1 ball game. So North Gwinnett lead lasted 1 minute and 6 seconds. 7:41 Sorrells. Allatoona with a 2-0 face-off advantage already. Lane Blackburn taking the face-off. Spin back. Allatoona will win it. Scooped up there by Cameron Carter. So a 3-0 advantage in the face-off early.
Yeah, Tesler's hard to beat.
A stick. A pop, and he got laid out. Let's see if he's going to be able to get up. He's on his knees right now. Crowd reacted, and I think we may have had a penalty. Who got laid out?
Yeah, he called that a cross-check. That could have been a good hit. He had room to make a good hit with his shoulder, but he extended both his arms, and it's a cross-check, 1 minute.
Brandon Seaman, the junior, is the one that took that lick shot, and they helped him over to the bench. And hopefully he'll be okay. Got his bell rung. So now Allatoona will get the first man-up advantage of the day at 7:29. Gilliam.
I believe the penalty was on Emmons, number 23.
Yep, he's in the box, and Emmons is returning from an ACL injury and still getting his legs under him. Now here are the Bucks working with a man-up advantage, 6-on-5 now.
So they started in a 2-3-1, went to a 2-2, and now they're back in a 2-3-1. Ball's up top.
Patiently working around Stewart out at the top over to Gilliam. Now here's Sorrells. Sorrells and they'll work it back around the clock. Stewart looking for something. They're trying to get something. There's a move in right there by Zimbardo. Not there. Zimbardo fell down. Ball is on the ground. It's picked up. Goalie's out of the crease. Wise, and he gets back in. There's a shot. Good save by Wise. Shot came flying from Gilliam. It's still on the ground. Getting around, scooped it up from behind, and here's Sorrells to keep the possession alive. There's a shot. No.
So good patience by Allatoona, but Zimbardo with a bad decision trying to dodge on man up, and then ball comes back around. He shoots it over the top.
Go back to even strength now as North Gwinnett kills the penalty. So here comes Stewart from the top, moves into the box, and now Allatoona will set it up. We're back on even strength. Sorrells makes a dipsy-do dodge. There's a shot. It's wide to the right. Back in behind, and they will retain the possession. Backing up there was Austin Zimbardo. Zimbardo, a senior.
Played a little two-man game over on that wing, picking for Sorrells to get that shot.
Gilliam has it as he goes down deep into that right alley of the box and now spins it all the way across. It was high. Galloway had to go up, put his cross up there and get it. Gilliam from behind at X. There's a pass and a shot to goal right there in front. Being patient, Austin Zimbardo. And it's 2 unanswered at 5:43.
So after that high pass was caught, Gilliam with a good feed. Actually, it was a little offside feed and a great catch there by Zimbardo, and good hands, good finish down low for the goal. 2-1 Buccaneers.
Came from behind, and as you mentioned, very patient. We take a look at our Lacrosse Fire TV instant replay. Follow the flame, Lacrosse Fire TV. All right, now, Bruce, you know what we talked about it all in all of our coverage now. North Gwinnett trailing 3-0 in the face-offs. Cannot start falling behind, especially when Allatoona gets to play, as they say, make it, take it lacrosse.
Yeah, possessions are so critical, and Tesler's 76% on the year. He's hard to beat. Looks like they could get one here, North Gwinnett. Yep, they do, and here comes Ryan.
Jack Ryan shot, no. Melander right there with the save. So a quick shot, Melander with the save, and now here comes lacrosse. Here comes Allatoona on the clear.
Probably a bad decision by Ryan. He had Ortolano right in front, and he decided to shoot from 12 yards. He did put it on the ground, but should have made the pass.
Push called on Allatoona. It will go over to North Gwinnett. North Gwinnett has not spent much time here in this first quarter in their box, and here they'll come and step into the box now and set it up. They'll spin it over in that left alley and work it with Magro. Going back in behind, here's Orlando. Orlando back to Magro. And they'll spin it back up to the top and be patient, and now setting it up is Dan Tombrano, the midfielder. He's got him a goal early. The only goal for North Gwinnett so far. We go under 5 minutes. Shade now covering the entire field. Just a little portion of the track has some sun on it.
North Gwinnett rested on offense a little bit. They've been playing a lot of D. Good ball movement. And that's Ryan with a shot, bounce shot over the top, going to stay North Gwinnett ball.
Chase down there, Dan Tombrano backed it up. North Gwinnett will retain the possession, and here they come with Orlando. Orlando's back in behind the cage, trying to make his move, pushed across in his right hand. Dipsy Doos back this way, now to the right and goes back in behind. Coming from around, looking for a shot. It's low, goal! He forced it in there. Vinny Magro with a goal. Come right back with him. We're tied at 2 at 4:26.
So Ortolano took that through X, tried a little rocker move, rolled back, couldn't beat his guy. Went over to Magro. Magro came the corner. He came high enough to get the angle and put it down low for the goal.
29th goal on the season for Vinny Magro, and his first of the game. We're tied at 2. We talked about these two teams now, top ranked in both classifications here in Georgia. And, man, right now, both of them answering. Allatoona with 2 quick goals to answer the North Gwinnett goal, and then North Gwinnett now with their goal to answer it. And it's 3-1 in the face-offs as we get ready for this one right here on the Allatoona logo at the midfield line. Face-off, popped out. It's on the ground still. Into the box, they kick it to keep it around. North Gwinnett will scoop it up. howdy. Sam Gasta was getting murked there by 3 or 4 Allatoona defenders, and now they'll be patient and flip it over as they get the substitution and a lineup set here for the attack.
Gas is critical for the Bulldogs getting ground balls. He's got 73 ground balls on the year, and he gets a lot of those off the face-offs to get them possession like he did there.
Here is Harrison Overly. Overly holds, and they'll spin it around here to the left side, and they'll kick it back in around. Ryan now trying to get going. He gives it back over to Jack Ortolano. Jack Ortolano and Jack Ryan. A pair of jacks that they'll pull out and use on you, and it might trump your spade if you don't play it right. At the top, now he dips and doos and makes his move is Tamburo. Tamburo now spins it back to the right. Now they'll go back in behind the X, and now here's Orlando. There's a cut right there. Pass wasn't there, but they're able to recover it, and they'll set up the possession again, 3-12.
Good patience by North Gwinnett.
Wanted to play back to the cage lacrosse there for a moment. It wasn't there, so they'll spin it back to the right side and look and try to come on, make his move. Long pole action by Griffin Kim. Wouldn't let him do it. Ball's on the ground, and Allatoona will come away with it. It's knocked down on the ground again. There's still another ground ball. Let's see who's going to get this one. They fight for it. Allatoona gets it, and now we have a whistle.
Got
and
a
a
timeout. So Gasta had that out on the wing, dodge, went to his left hand, got a good shot, good save there by the Allatoona goalie, and then they get possession and call timeout.
A quick timeout here at 2:50. That one called by Allatoona. We're in a 2-2 game, and Bruce, one of the things, of course, going over the notes and looking at these two teams, both of them averaging almost 15 goals a game. Allatoona right there at 14.6, and each of them giving up right at 5.2. When you're that even, something's going to have to give in a matchup like that, and right now, not even a quarter gone, and we're tied 2-2.
Yeah, so it's going to come down to what we talked about. It's going to be face-off possessions, and it's going to be turnovers, right? And I think that North Gwinnett is trying to set the pace by slowing it down a little bit. I mentioned that they had been playing a lot of D, so they're now 2 times in a row they've held the ball for about a minute, minute and a half on offense while they rest, and then they've gotten some good shots, including 1 goal. So if they can, whoever wins the face-off battle and the turnover battle should win this game.
And you saw there, we were hitting on our keys to the game. You talked about it, the Allatoona defense going up against the North Gwinnett attack. We've talked about the face-off, and then we touched on the midfield balance, and that's where we say Gasta does a lot of the damage for North Gwinnett there at the midfield.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's the only guy for North Gwinnett. He's the main guy, scores a lot of goals, and spends a lot of time on the field. So you get to the fourth quarter, and he's normally pretty tired, where the Allatoona team runs 5-6 middies deep that all put a lot of time in, and they should be able to take advantage of that midfield depth.
Tesler, Zambado, Gillum, Stewart, and Mike Johnson, those midfielders that Bruce is alluding to. He's Bruce Oswald. I'm Joel Hilsman. Glad that you're with us. 2:50 to go here, first quarter. We've got a treat for you. Number 1 in 6A, North Gwinnett, and number 1 in Class 1A through 5A, Allatoona. So a pair of top-ranked teams on a treat this late in the regular season.
Both of these teams are a threat to win their respective level state championship this year for sure.
Oh, this is kind of a pseudo-state championship, Bruce? Did you just kind of throw that in there?
Well, it could be, but there's plenty of other teams at each area level that can win it. Just 2 candidates here.
Yeah, it makes it very interesting. And North Gwinnett has been on top a long time, and they always say it's tough to start on top and finish on top. Here's Orlando in the box.
So Allatoona failed to clear there, so that's a turnover we're talking about, and back to the Bulldogs.
And here's Tamburo. The Tamburos run deep there at North Gwinnett. His brother plays football or played football at Boise State and was a quarterback, Mickey Tamburo. Turnover on North Gwinnett, and Allatoona now will come out and attempt to make up for their clear. We're coming up on 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. We're tied at 2. Allatoona in the white, currently moving left to right. North Gwinnett, they are in the red. Moving through the left wing area, now gets it down into the left alley, steps into the box, and the clear is complete. Pops it back out to Stewart, and now Allatoona will set up the offense. Spins it back over here, now holding is Tesler. Check it. That is Hinton, Damian Hinton, number 9, excuse me. Here comes Stewart. Stewart moving in. Stewart looking, faking with the cross. Now passes it back in, and they're working around. Go in back behind it, exits Galloway. Galloway will fire it back out to Stewart. 1:18 to go. Being patient, and the long pole defense of North Gwinnett kind of forcing them and sitting back to see what they're going to do as well. Twirls it in the cross. There's a cut. They didn't use it. Swirl spins it over to Stewart.
Allatoona showing their patience now.
Stewart with a spin. Long pole defense came in there. Justin Hopkins knocked it down, but they were able to recover it with Stewart. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Tied at 2. Here's Gillum. Brooks Gillum with the ball in his right cross. And they'll take it and come back out. They're still working inside the box. Looking for a shot. It wasn't there. Couldn't get his hands free. Moving to the middle. There's a shot wide right. Chase down. They've got a back up there, and the possession will be retained by Allatoona.
So that shot was sidearm, which led him to pull that wide. Missed the goal by about a foot.
Galloway brought it back out. There's Stewart. There's a pump. Nice check coming out defensively there. Harrison Overly, the midfielder. And now they'll move it back in behind 20 seconds to go. So Allatoona poised now possibly to take the last shot of the quarter. Here's Stewart. The Sorrells top of the box now wants to make a charge. Long pole action, smacked at him for a moment. He backed him down just a little bit. Gave it to Stewart. They're working with 4 seconds with 3, and the shot way high, wide, out of bounds, and they will retain the possession, but only 1.4 of a second. Quick pass, and that will be the end of the first quarter. We have a treat on our hands. A 2-2 tie ball game right here across Fire TV.
This Lacrosse Fire TV broadcast is brought to you by Lace Up with Lax, ending homelessness one step at a time. CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. A Joe for Lax, the Andrew Oswald Memorial Fund, and Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine, dedicated to all better.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
We welcome you back into Buccaneer Stadium. Joel Hillsman along with Bruce Oswald. It is our Lacrosse Fire TV High School Game of the Week here. Follow the Flame Lacrosse Fire TV. Let's take a look at our key players here for the Allatoona Buccaneers. And Bruce, 2 players that we've talked about and seen earlier. Here's Danny Tesler at the midfield. You talked about his midfield and face-off winning percentage.
Yeah, Tesler's going to Cleveland State University, and he's 76% on the year. I think he's got 20 goals, which is pretty stout for a guy that faces off most of the time, but he does stay on the field and gets plenty of time.
And then in net, in the cage, is Jay Molander, 82 saves. And he hasn't had a lot of work right now, but giving up 2 goals so far already today.
Yeah, he's actually made a couple of good saves. His save percentage is very good for the competition that they played, and he should have a good game.
All right, we'll flip the field now. Allatoona will be moving right to left. They are in the white. North Gwinnett, they will be moving now left to right. They are in the red. Face-off right now, we mentioned it, 3-2 in favor of Allatoona. North Gwinnett has won the last 2 in a row, though, and kind of stemmed that tide, and we're in a tie ball game. There's the pop-out. Allatoona will win that one. Tesler, very tricky and crafty with that face-off win. Stepped into the box, and they will set it up offensively now.
Tesler took that forward. That's the first time he's done that today. It almost led to a fast break.
Tesler's shot was deflected. It's rolling off to the left, and they'll pick it up and retain the possession. Sorrell spins it, cuts it right there in the middle. There's a quick move. He had him. He didn't take it. Did Gilliam. Now here's Stewart. Stewart will hold it top of the box, stepped into the box. Long pole action, smacked at him again was Hopkins. Shot back in, and Allatoona will retain the possession.
Yeah, it looks to me like Allatoona plays defense with their sticks a little too much and needs to move their feet more. They fall for that first dodge, reaching with the stick, and they can be beat off the dodge.
There's a cut and a shot. No. Stewart's shot was no.
I think that hit the pipe.
Yeah, it did. It hit the post. He was cutting in a good play. It was there, just could not finish it, but they will retain the possession. They'll step in quickly.
Yeah.
Now they're going to try to catch him in a substitution, but it didn't work.
That was a tough catch there by Stewart. He made a great offhand catch, great hands, got it back to his left, but hit the post.
Stewart now moves in. Gillum, goal. Brooks Gillum with a goal at 14:01.
So the ball was up on the top corner. Gillum cut to the crease, caught the feed, and beat Molander high up into the upper left-hand corner. A nice shot, great feed from up top.
Wise, the goalie that gave that one up. Now Allatoona has gone up 3-2. We're going to have fun with this ball game. I can see right now. We talked about the quality of the play, and you're seeing it. They were being patient, got a good shot attempt, was unable to score, retained the possession, and then still came back and scored. And the crowd has continued to file in pretty good here, and most of them, I think, may be coming over from the baseball game if the baseball game is complete. It's a dual senior day here on the campus of Allatoona High School. And Allatoona will win that faceoff. They're up 5-2, and now will come down through the left wing area, into the right alley, into the box, and now they'll set it up. Going into that left alley, and now here's Galloway. Galloway twirls it in his cross as they set it up. They'll get the substitutions and they attack right. Here's Hinton from back in behind, and you do see not a lot of sliding from the North Gwinnett defense, as you mentioned earlier, Bruce, using those long poles and smacking them around.
I didn't catch the assist on that goal. Did you get that?
I did not.
It was 20-something, but I did not get it.
Using the German specs up here in the booth just a little bit. So I'm following the ball but missed that assist there. So they'll go back in behind. And here is Galloway. Galloway gives it over. And now here's Hinton. Hinton's pass dropped. Almost a turnover. Is a turnover. Ground ball scooped up and now. Here comes North Gwinnett on clear past the midfield line. Going to move all the way down. It's a fast break opportunity. They'll slow it down, and then the ball was deflected. The pass was deflected. Now flag's down. We'll check the flag. It may be on Allatoona. Nope, it may be on North Gwinnett because they blew it dead.
I think it's on 35 on Allatoona. That was Gaster with the ground ball we talked about, going coast to coast on the fast break. He made the pass, and then 35 hit him late after he made the pass. The ball was on the ground, which is why they blew the whistle.
Table across the way. Let's see what we get. It was 35 in 1 minute, so here's another man-up advantage now for Allatoona. 0 of 1 so far today on the man-up. North Gwinnett now. Check it. North Gwinnett now with their first man-up opportunity. I apologize.
North Gwinnett in a box and one. Allatoona was in a 2-3-1. Now they're inverted their middies back behind and brought their attack up high.
On the cut, there he is. Ryan shot. No, they'll chase it down.
Yeah, so Ryan started up top. Then he went back to X, and he and Gasta played a little two-man game there. He didn't come high enough to finish that shot, just missed the post.
As the Allatoona baseball game has completed, which has helped this lacrosse crowd over there. 10-0 baseball win for the Buccaneers on senior day. Shot goal right inside. He swung it in there. Let's see, who was that?
That was Gasta.
Gasta with the goal at 9:14.
So they just worked that back around up top, and it went to Gillum. Gillum fed Gasta, and Gasta with just a laser up into the upper right-hand corner.
Sam Gasta going to Young Harris, his first goal of the day. That's number 27 on the season for him. So we're tied here at 3. Just back and forth, answering the bell each time, and that was a man-up advantage goal. So they're 1 of 1 on the man-up today is North Gwinnett.
Yeah, and that was actually Cody Martin on the assist. I got that one incorrect. Cody Martin, number 7.
Ball on the ground, and it will be picked up by North Gwinnett. Don't fret. I've done it too. They both have red and black. I know Allatoona is all in the white, but the eye adjustment, that's all it is. Here's the red and black of the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. Fell down right there. Now the ball is on the ground right here near the midfield line, and it's going to be scooped up. Good scoop up there off the ground. Ball was Michael Romans. Here they come on a fast break. Here come the Bucks. They'll move it in. There's a fake on the shot. Oh, he dipsy-dooed him and scored. Ben Galloway, a beautiful move at 8:41. Oh, Galloway, a beautiful move.
Pure fast break there. North Gwinnett actually got the free ground ball at midfield. The Allatoona attackman could have come over because they were offsides, but he chose not to. They picked it up, came on the break over there to Ortolano, who faked, let the defender go by, and then put it down low.
Galloway, a beautiful move. It
Galloway,
is now
my bad.
4-3.
2 in a row.
That's all right.
You're picking me up.
That was some exciting. I'm still the fake right there to get Wise off balance and make him go for the fake, keep it in his cross, and then put the ball in the back of the cage. A beautiful move. Ball is on the ground. Allatoona will win another face-off, and here they come, semi-breaking again. There's a shot. Goal! Damian Hinton gets in the book. It's a 2-goal lead for the Allatoona Buccaneers, our first 2-goal lead of the day.
Yeah, and that's what we've been talking about. Tesler wins the face. It turns into a fast break. It goes to Galloway at the point, and then it ends up in the back of the net with who was that? Hinton? Hinton got that one.
Damian Hinton, an attackman and sophomore, his first goal of the day.
From Galloway.
So here we are. Tesler has been dominating the faceoffs right now, 6-3 in favor of Allatoona. They've made a change, and now he's going to win that one again and starts the break, kicks it up ahead, fires, and the pass was not there. Searles, let's see. It will be a turnover.
Yeah, Searles has got to move his feet on that. He's standing flat-footed. That ball, the pass comes to him, and it's a little off stick. If he was moving, he handles that, and it's another goal.
Momentum shifting in the direction of the Buccaneers, coming through the right wing area, knocked his cross out of his hand. Ball is still on the ground. He had to stay on side, so he's able to scoop it up. Good job, Harrison Obley. Harrison now will move it in. North Gwinnett will set it up now. Got to try to stem some of the tide. 4 minutes gone by here, second quarter, coming and attacking from the top. There's a pass close up and in, and a goal right there behind the net. Dan Tombero, his second goal, 5-4. We're heating up at 7:58.
So that ball came from up top. Ovi down to Tombero right off the crease. He faked it high, put it down low, and North Gwinnett fighting their way back in, 5-4.
Tombero with his second goal of the day. He's up now to 13 goals on the season. 5-4.
So we talked about the midfield depth with North Gwinnett. Tamboro tries to help out, support Gasta, but he also faces off, which takes some out of him if he's facing off.
Did not face off right there. Tesler will win that face off right there for Allatoona. Also facing off is Lane Blackburn. He'll face off from time to time and has faced off from time to time. Look, they may be alternating, or he'll take it when Tambero doesn't. Lane Blackburn, 55% of the face-off. Oh, just dropped it out of his crease, out of his cross. And let's see, ground ball, pick up, and a whistle.
I think he caught a push.
Yep.
Push on North Gwinnett. Here come the Bucks.
Here comes North Gwinnett. They called
My
it on. Yeah, it got me early, trust me. We're going to have to.
I think I'm colorblind, Joel.
Reverse colors. There's North Gwinnett working now back in. Here's Ortolano. Ortolano now going to go back in behind. They'll send it back to the right. Take it back out to the top. 5-4 coming up on 7 minutes to go. Here's Tombero. Tombero moves in, got pushed from behind, no call. Ball bounced back out. Now they'll retain the possession. Here's Cody Martin. Martin slipped, fell down on the AstroTurf. That's one thing I'll bring up here with North Gwinnett. They have not played a lot of games on turf. They play at home and they play on grass. Fake, shot low, Ryan, no. But they do have several facilities there that they will play on turf, but they don't play on it every day and as much. And you can see right there, trouble with the footing early. There's a pass and a shot, no across. Came across angling from the back, and he had his cutter coming. The shot no good. It was wide. Colton Garvin on the attack.
Ball down. Ryan got it knocked loose.
Molander picked it up, and now here come the Bucks, and they'll try to come out on the clear. Moving through the left wing area, cut it back in. Nice move across the midfield line. Gonna go all the way down. Here he is into the box. Passes it down. Here comes Allatoona. They'll work with it. Right back to him. Got smacked across the face. Ground ball. And then he got laid out, and we've got a whistle and a hold call. He got laid out. Cameron Carter coming out on that clear, and they almost had a transition opportunity for a goal there
Yeah, that give and go was there, but he gave it to him too late, and then he was in traffic, couldn't handle it, then he got knocked down, so they will retain possession.
6:14 to go. 5-4. Allatoona in the white leading. North Gwinnett, they are in the red. Allatoona is the home squad on senior day. Stewart begins it and flips it over. Now he gets it back. He's over to the left side of the box. Long pole action of Hopkins kind of really taking him out of the game as much as he can. Now they move it down into the box, and they'll set up the operation, and moving it down low is Zimbardo. Zimbardo now will take it and go back from behind and operate from X with 5:52 and counting. Going to fake to the left, going to try to come back out to the left side. Now he does, gives it over. Stewart had to reach for it. It's on the ground. It's a sloppy possession now right here. They fight for it, battle for the ground ball, still battling for it. It's still on the ground, going to be picked up now. Here comes North Gwinnett making the move, and that's Gaster. Gaster moving across the midfield line. Gaster's got him a transition play. He passes up ahead into the box. They'll move it around to the left angle, and now here they come. Work it back in, man. Here's Orlando. Orlando picked up defensively by Trent Thomas.
That was a good job by number 48, Ryan Wilson, on that ground ball. He kept backing up Stewart. He did it twice, and then North Gwinnett finally was able to get that ground ball.
Here's Oakley. Has it in his cross, makes his move, passes it to the right. Inside, there's Ryan. Ryan shot, bouncing in front. No, Orlando backed it up, and they will retain the possession for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs.
Yeah.
5:06.
Ryan with a strong cut there, ran through the dodge, but bounced it too far out off the crease, straight over the top.
Orlando working around, long pole really smacking it in Palmer Fields. In the middle, got pop, ball is on the ground. It'll be scooped up, good job defensively. Here's Gredley Wright with it. Wright now will come and start to clear, and here they come. Oh, pass was sloppy across the midfield line. It'll be scooped up and picked up, good job there defensively, Ryan Wilson. Wilson now into the box to Gaster, and Gaster will step in and he'll get back on side.
They're going to slow it up and rest a little bit on offense here. Gassed out on the wing. They're in no hurry. He may dodge, though. Here we go.
Gaster makes his move. Stop. Long post smacked at him. He goes back up to the top. Faking shot. Low. Molander.
Nice
a beautiful save right there. Save Harrison Overly with that shot. The midi and a senior. And now Allatoona back quickly. Here's Sorrells. Sorrells fires it. Save. Austin Wise ready for it with 4:04. North Gwinnett coming back quickly. There's a catch over by the left wing area. Steps into the alley and now into the box. Orlando will kick it back out, and here they'll work on it. Making his move now is Tamburo.
Not a good shot there by Sorrells. Yeah, that was a fast break, and he just shot that stick side, waist high, easy save.
Garrison Maynor in now for North Gwinnett, a freshman, number 28. They'll go work in from behind. Here's Ryan. Ryan over to Orlando. Orlando twirls it in his cross, puts it in his left hand, tries to come out, getting smacked at defensively by Thomas. Into Ryan. Ryan shot low. No, it popped up in the air, and now Molander is going to recover it as Colton Garvin came in and tried to get something to step in right there, and he was unable to do it. 3:17 to go.
I think Molander got a piece of that, then it hit the pipe and went straight up in the air.
They'll go back in behind, and they'll pull it back out. Damian Hinton for Allatoona. Gives it to Stewart. Stewart holds and now kicks it over to the left side, and they'll flare it back and go in back behind with Galloway at X. Under 3 minutes to go. Allatoona operating with a 1-goal lead right now, 5-4 in what has been a very entertaining first half. Tesler over to Stewart. Stewart top of the box. Now here comes the defensive William Goldring on him. Goldring fell down. Stewart, dipsy-do, keeps the cross at the ball in his right hand, and now here's Sorrells back in behind.
Goldring's another freshman.
Sorrells looking back to the cage. Lacrosse not there. There's Galloway. Galloway a pass in front. They've got a shot with Hinton.
Hit the
Hinton
pipe.
Lost it. It hit the pipe right there, and Wise will come away with it.
Galloway with a nice feed across to Hinton. Hinton faked high, put it down low, hit the pipe, and then they were able to come away with a rebound. Here comes Manor.
Manor all the way down. The pass right in front. Covered up by Molander. It could have been dangerous right there.
Manor's hurt.
Garrison Manor, young freshman, down on his knees right there inside of the box with 2:09 to go. And now he just lost his knees and went on his back. Hopefully he'll be okay. Adjusts his helmet and gets up. And he's going to be all right. Young freshman. And the coaching staff coming out to assure that he's going to be okay, but he's going to come on out anyway.
Yeah, I think he got hit in the head after he made that pass. Showed his speed and athleticism there, getting down the field, making a nice pass, and another good save.
Allatoona mentioned 13-1. Their lone loss of the season came to second-ranked in 6A Lambert. As their only loss of the season.
Yeah, and I wasn't at that game, but they were winning most of that game. Gave up, I think, 3 goals late. Had an 8-7 lead in the fourth quarter. Ended up losing 10-8.
Very impressive. These two teams together combined are 4-0 in out-of-state competition. Now, Lambert is the only loss between both of them at the moment. And Allatoona has some very nice wins over some ranked opponents in either classification. I know they have a win over Lovett. I think they have a win over Cale and Etowah.
They do. They've also beaten Lassiter.
Lassiter, yes, sir. They have Etowah coming up, Roswell coming up, and then they have Westminster in their Area 2 title game this weekend.
Yeah, we're almost to the playoffs. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. The Region 2, number 4, will get North Gwinnett, who will be a 1 seed, and that Region 2, number 4, is either going to be Pope, Roswell, or Walton, and that's all going to be decided this week. So a lot of good lacrosse coming up this week with big decisions on seeding coming from these couple of games: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Roswell, the 2-time defending 6A state champ. Not the firepower that they've had, but still right now could be a fly in somebody's ointment.
Yeah, they actually graduated 16 or 17 seniors, and they have to beat Pope to stay in. If they lose tomorrow night, they're out.
That'll be a big one, Roswell and Pope. Working back in behind quickly was Magro for North Gwinnett. 1 minute to go here in this second quarter.
Another shot by Ryan Wide. I think he's had 6 shots now. Hadn't put many on net.
North Gwinnett going to try to even this thing up right here before the end of the half. Ball popped into the air. It's on the ground still and be scooped up. Gasta goal! He recovered it and scored at 48 seconds left. Sam Gasta, we're tied at 5.
So we talked about the turnovers. There was a save made there. The ball was loose. North Gwinnett had it in their stick. Allatoona had it in their stick. Gasta knocked it loose, and then he shoots low to low into the right corner for the goal.
Gasta really stepping up, man, and we've talked about it. That's his second goal of the day. He's at 28 goals on the season now. Face-off time. Face-off advantage now still 8-3 in favor of Allatoona. Tesler has been wearing them out, no matter who he's been facing off against. They've thrown another body in there on him. Tesler lost his cross. And we still, now North Gwinnett will win the face-off. He was facing off against Gabe Headley, 61%. So now they have thrown 3 different face-off men at Tesler, Bruce.
So you got to keep trying different things. If you're not winning any face-offs, put another guy out there, put a guy with a long pole, play the wing game, try to get ground balls. Tesler's been tough all season, and they're trying to mix it up to figure out a formula that will work.
A timeout here by North Gwinnett. They were able to recover that face-off, won by Justin Hopkins, who scooped up the ground ball. Right now, strategically trying to get you a goal here in the final 38 seconds of the quarter?
Yeah, I think you hold the ball. You get your offensive guys out there. You run it down. You don't want to give up a chance to fall behind. So you take it down. You go at about 10 seconds, whatever you want to run. Get it to one of your shooters and try to get up 6-5.
We were tied at 2 at the end of the first, and currently right now we're tied at 5, and it has been a very entertaining game, as you would expect. Both of these teams, I'll continue to remind you, are top-ranked in their classification. North Gwinnett in 6A ranked number 1. Allatoona in classification 1A through 5A, they are ranked number 1.
You know, we looked at the North Gwinnett, or we talked about the Allatoona schedule. North Gwinnett also beat Lassiter, and I think Lassiter is one of the real contenders for the 6A championship. They've beaten Etowah, and they also beat 2 Jacksonville strong teams, Nice and Bowles. Both of those teams look to be a little bit down this year based on their record, but still good, strong Florida programs.
And you know anything come out of Bowles is a winner.
Yep.
And they just produce winning programs down there, no matter what the sport is in that Jacksonville school in Bowles. But I thought one of the things was very impressive, I think leading up, and I'll double check this, before the Bowles game, which I think was game 10 or 11. Either way, that was the first game in which North Gwinnett won when they did by a goal differential of less than 7 goals.
Wow.
Ball is on the ground out of the timeout. They'll scoop it back up. Still some time. 16 seconds less than that now. Here's
they're
Gasta.
going to play two-man with Gasta and Ryan right here.
Ryan spinning in. They triple team him, smack him in the face. Molander gets the save. And now Allatoona will quickly try to come and get him a clear with 3 seconds, with 2 across the midfield line with 1. And they're not going to get a shot off. And that will be the end of the first half. And we are right where we started, right where we ended the first, and right where we end the second. In a tie ball game. The Allatoona Buccaneers, they are the hosts, 5. The North Gwinnett Bulldogs, 5. We're at the half right here on the Crossfire TV. Follow the flame.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
This Lacrosse Fire TV broadcast is brought to you by Lace Up with Lax, ending homelessness one step at a time. CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. A Joe for Lax, the Andrew Oswald Memorial Fund, and Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine, dedicated to all better.
Very proud of these young men for representing Allatoona High School and Acworth, Georgia in such a fine manner. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations again, coaches and players. One more round of applause, folks. Thanks, guys.
Goal right out of the bat here. No, a save by Molander here for Allatoona. Joe Hilsman, Bruce Oswald, sorry. Just now getting back with you just a moment or two late here on the broadcast, but you saw that save there by Molander. So let's see, we have a penalty. It's a goal. They give it a goal. All right. Goal for North Gwinnett at 14:36 or 13:36.
11:36.
We hadn't played 4 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, we have. 11:36. It was 12 minutes, Joe. That's right. North Gwinnett goal, and now they take the lead 6-5.
I'm glad I could finally correct you once tonight.
Hey, we're even. We are even. All right, here we are, face-off time. North Gwinnett did win that face-off, I do know that, so they came in even. Allatoona now has won this one. That makes it now 9-5. Joe Hilsman, Bruce Oswald with you, and now here is Allatoona. They'll work it back in behind now with Hinton. Spin it back up to the top, and now here is Stewart. Stewart way out high the box with it in his cross.
Yeah, they're going to play 2 men, pick it for the guys up top. Both sides going to pick again.
There goes Hinton. Hinton put his back to it. Shot right in front. Saved by Wise. And he'll scoop it up. And here they come out now. Wise will fare it. And here comes North Gwinnett on the clear.
I've got Wise for 5 saves on the game, and I've got Molander with 7. So it's pretty even at the goaltending piece.
And was even on that scoreboard at 6-5, except North Gwinnett got that first goal right here to start this second half. Here's Stewart now. Stewart will work it and swing it over to the left side to Searles. Fell down. Everyone's falling down right there around the 20-yard line here on that particular box. Take it away. Here come North Gwinnett with the long pole action, and they'll come back with Nick Baldner. Get it up ahead now, and here is Magro. Magro will take it as they get back on side and set up the attack. They smack it around. Ball is on the ground. Long pole couldn't pick it up. North Gwinnett still going to be able to pick it up with Orlando.
Ovi wanted to feed Garvin there on the crease, but Garvin ducked thinking the shot was coming. He couldn't make the pass.
Orlando twirls it in his crosses. They'll come and set it up. Now he spins it over to the left side. Now here's Magro. Magro looking. He's going to work in. Got pushed. Wanted to take the shot. Gives it over to Ryan. Jack Ryan, a very quiet first half, Bruce.
Yeah, Ryan, I think, was getting a little frustrated. They're sliding on him early. He's taking some shots with not much angle and been shooting everything wide, and he looked frustrated at the end of the first half.
Orlando trying to use some speed. Long pole of Thomas wouldn't have it, so they'll send it back in behind now, and they'll pack it with Magro. Magro being bothered there by the long pole of Palmer Fields. Fields smacked at him. It's on the ground now. Scooped up back in behind. Here's Ryan. Ryan holds it to the left of the cage. Working in the box. North Gwinnett with a 6-5 lead. Largest lead for either team was 2, 5-3. Shot. Molander on the save. So technically North Gwinnett now has scored 3 unanswered goals.
Yeah, and again, another example of Ryan's shot getting blocked there. He, again, did not come high enough to have a good angle, and I wouldn't even give that a save. That was more of a ground ball there for the goalie.
Here comes Gaster. Gaster charging on. Gaster shot in the net. Sam Gaster, 7-5 at 8:52. Gaster having a day, his 3rd goal.
Yeah, Gaster with a nice dodge from up top to his left hand and just ripped at the upper right corner. Just a laser, great shot. No chance for the goaltender there.
Let's follow the frame and take a look at our Lacrosse Fire instant replay. Lacrosse Fire TV instant replay. Sam Gaster, his 3rd goal. They call that a hat trick. The North Gwinnett now has their first 2-goal lead of the day, and that is 4 unanswered goals in a row now by the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. Allatoona had a 5-3 lead. Face-off time, and Tesler has dominated all day. It popped into the air. It's on the ground, chased, and Allatoona will pick it up and win it. That's their 10th of the day.
That's a fast break. Could be. Tesler decided not to push that, but that was potentially a fast break. Now the ball's down, but Allatoona, Stewart's going to get that ground ball.
Stewart, good size. He'll take his talent over up 85 at Greenville, South Carolina, and Furman University, and twirl across there. Coming in behind, here's Galloway. Galloway really smacked on, so they'll take it back in behind, and here's Hinton. Hinton now going to come out to the left of the cage, looking to make something happen. He's still in the box. Pops it out. They're high, and they're out of the box. Stewart head on from the midfield spot. Now spins it back into Galloway. Galloway twirls it in his cross, and it goes back, and they'll work it around the clock now this time. Gillum gives it back. And here's Stewart. Stewart catches it in his cross from Hinton, and now here comes North Gwinnett. They're peeling it out, and they're being very slow. Hopkins has been on Stewart no matter where he has been in the box today on the attack.
Allatoona showing their patience again. There's Stewart.
Stewart shot right there. Wise was right there on the money. He shot it right into his pocket. Wise with the save. Austin Wise.
There's another turnover.
Yep, and here comes North Gwinnett back. Allatoona back quickly. Moving. There's a shot. Wide to the left. No. Going to be chased down. Hinton is going to chase it down and retain the possession. The ref holds him up since that was Wise who went to chase it down. Lets him get back into the crease, and he blows the whistle. Ball in for play. Here's Hinton. Hinton being bothered back there behind by Jackson Edmonds.
It was a good look by Tesler finding the trailer there off of that turnover, but the shot got deflected and went wide.
Gilliam gives it back in to Galloway. Galloway spins it back across. There's a fake pass right there. Now he's going to move in. Hinton and got it knocked away. Good job by Jack Edmonds on a back shot. Jackson Edmonds, I mentioned, coming back from ACL surgery, knocked that ball down on the ground. He'll scoop it up, and now here comes North Gwinnett. And they'll get the clear. Stepping into the box right now, the clear got popped. There's a shot. Low, no, fakes. Now there's a shot. Molander, no, couldn't save it again. North Gwinnett now starting to turn it on. Jack Ryan at 6:40.
So that ball came from the defense on the transition over to Garrison Manor. Manor with a nice feed to Ryan. Ryan actually could have hitched and gotten a little bit better angle. Molander made the first save. It went right back to Ryan. A great pickup on a ground ball and faked it high, shot it high for the score.
We talked about Jack, who had been quiet in that first half. Now he's got him a goal there. That's his 70th goal of the season, and a young man going to Mercer. And that's 5 straight goals for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. 5 unanswered. Allatoona going to have to stem this tide. They got one of the best face-off men. Tesler popped the face-off back there, but North Gwinnett is going to win it. Going down in the right alley now is Lane Blackburn. Blackburn will come off now as they get it set. And there's Ryan. Ryan holding just to the right alley, and they're fired as they get the attack set up. Here's Gasta.
Tesler won that draw, but that LSM wasn't aggressive enough on the ground ball. Let himself get beat.
Shot. Ryan hit the post, bounced out wide. It'll fire back out of bounds here toward the crowd.
That was a cannon. Ryan starting to find his range. Hands free, ripped it off the upper left post. It's actually going to be Buck's ball. They're closer to the ball where it goes out up here near midfield.
And it will be the Bucks ball. Bucks are in white, moving left to right. Under 6 minutes to go here, third quarter. North Gwinnett now has pulled and opened it up. Biggest lead of the day, 8-5. Biggest lead for either team. And North Gwinnett trailed 5-3. So 5 unanswered goals now by the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. Allatoona working with it. Here's Parker Carcarell, who's made an appearance now. He's into the box. And they'll flip it back in behind, and here's Hinton. Hinton will spin it back over this way to Galloway. Galloway picked up by the long pole of Nick Baldner. Baldner really smacking at him as he comes back around this way. You have to come back and step out, and they'll set it up again. On the attack now, here comes Zimbardo. Zimbardo with the goal in today's contest. Sorrells moves into the box. Long post smacked at him. He's got the cross in his right hand. We've got a whistle.
Called a timeout. That was that assist that we missed in the first half. That was Sorrells, 22.
So Sorrells has put in a valiant effort. He's also a football player. Carson Sorrells. In the attack, he has him a goal, and now we clarified it. He has him an assist.
This Lacrosse Fire TV broadcast is brought to you by Lace Up with Lax, ending homelessness one step at a time. CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. A Joe for Lax, the Andrew Oswald Memorial Fund. and Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine, dedicated to all better.
All right, Joel Hilsman and Bruce Oswald back here with you at Buccaneer Stadium. I want to clarify now, North Gwinnett's opening goal of the second half and third quarter, that was Jack Ryan. That was his 70th at the 11:36 mark. Then at the 6:40 mark, he scored his second one. So now he has 71 goals. And I want to thank the staff up here in the box that helped us out. Bruce and I were sitting here looking at some other things, and you saw the goal, and we weren't looking at it, but we got it straight, man. Just so excited to see this contest the way it is. Two top-ranked teams. I know that sounds crazy, but remember, two different classifications. North Gwinnett number 1 in 6A, Allatoona number 1 in 1A through 5A.
North Gwinnett's really picked up the pace, too. The first half, the pace was pretty slow by both teams, slowing it up on offense. North Gwinnett's gone more into a transition, fast-paced press on offense, and I think that started to work for him.
Galloway coming in back from behind, and he'll spin it around. They'll kick it back out, and then here's Sorrells. Sorrells going to move in, crossing his right hand. Sorrells now going to move. Long pole action denied by Hopkins. Hopkins really using his long pole well. There's Garrison Maynor also back in, and he's going to help protect right around the crease. Put the body on him by Sorrells. Sorrells shot, no.
Yeah, Sorrells saw that he had the short stick midfielder covering him and went to the goal. Good
Bad
attempt,
pass
but
on a clear.
Save made, and now a turnover.
That's twice that has happened with North Gwinnett here in this second half, Bruce, where they aren't able to get the clear. Turnover on that clear attempt.
Just got to take care of that ball. You got to love it.
I love to say value the possession.
That's it.
Here's Zimbardo. Zimbardo now has it. Twirls it in his cross, looks to make his move. Stops. It's not there. He fired it right there in the middle into traffic. It's on the ground now. North Gwinnett, 3 men on 1. They fight for it. It's still on the ground. Who's going to come away with it? It's still on the ground. Everybody went running. They thought it was down. They popped it in the air, and now North Gwinnett had it. And then he got popped. A good check right there. It's still on the ground. Now North Gwinnett will come away with it. Long pole action. Get it up ahead across the midfield line. Here they come on the clear.
It's a fast break situation, opportunity.
Maynor quickly gets it up ahead. Ryan, a shot. No, Molander was able to save after it hit the post. Jack Ryan now, we mentioned trying to warm up. Already 2 quick goals here in this second half. 3:23 to go, third quarter. Allatoona will come back on the clear. Here's Mike Johnson. We talked about the depth of the midfielders. He is in now, 18 in white. But holding it back in behind is Hopkins. Is Damian Hinton, Hinton, number 9. And here's Stewart. Stewart will flip it back out, and here's Tesler. Tesler twirls it. Now he's going to go in. Jab step to the left. Stop, came back. There's Stewart. Stewart faked the pass. It's not there. Long pole. Hopkins smacked him up, and he'll bring it back out. Going to take his charge on again. Stewart moved in, moving his legs. It's not there, so he'll kick it back around, and they'll work it around the clock. Here's Tesler. Tesler moves in. It's not there. You talk about North Gwinnett picking up the pace offensively. They turned it up a notch defensively as well, Bruce.
Yeah, they're actually sliding early on the Dodger, and they're doing a good job of recovering. They're making him not be available to shoot and then getting back recovery to make sure he can't feed either. Very good defense.
Stewart operating from the X now, goes back in behind. Here's Hinton. Hinton to Galloway. Galloway a shot. Goal right by Austin Wise. They needed that one. Allatoona scores. Galloway at 2:09.
So right when we say very good defense, they feed it up top to Galloway. Galloway steps down and shoots that low to high. Really great shot up into the upper right corner.
Oh, now they needed that one. That stops 5 unanswered goals in a row. Let's follow the flame. Follow the ball. That's our Lacrosse Fire TV instant replay. Bennett Galloway on the attack. His second goal of the day. We talked off air, but at halftime about how the pace of the game time-wise was moving very quickly. Just want to reiterate that. Only 2 man-up advantages in this game. 1 aside. Allatoona 0 of 1. North Gwinnett 1 of 1.
Yeah, there's been really good play. Not a whole lot of turnovers. And no, not many whistles on man up, but we got one coming here. There's flags all over the place.
Yes, we do. And a very upset Ryan Wilson, the defenseman, did not like it. Face-off won by Allatoona. That gives them an 11-6 advantage, but now here comes the man-up situation. I guess we're doing our job. We talked about North Gwinnett defense being well. They give up a goal. We talk about no man-ups, and we get a man-up.
They call that the jinx sometimes.
That's right. 203. Bruce Oswald. A pleasure working with him. I'm Joel Hillsman. Glad that you are with us wherever you are. Lacrosse Fire TV. Follow the flame. We're at Buccaneer Stadium in Ackworth, Georgia. It was 80 degrees when we started. It's nice and cool, and we're under the lights now.
So I didn't catch the call on that, but I think it was a push from behind, which would be 30 seconds. Bucks are they're in a 1-4-1.
Lane Blackburn is in the box for North Gwinnett. Working it quickly. Stewart picked it up. Stewart, a shot, bouncing in front. Goal! Trevor Stewart at 139. 8-7.
Bucks just worked that in the 1-4-1, took it down to the wing, put it back up top to Stewart, and Stewart with a great high bouncer. Most goalies can be beat on a high bouncer if you put it right on the crease line up into the upper corner, and that's what he did right there.
Trevor Stewart honored it, a part of the senior night festivities, taking his game to Furman. That is his first goal of the day. 8-7, and it's kind of tightened up a little bit again. It's been tight throughout. North Gwinnett trailed by 2, went up by 3, and now they only lead by 1. And good answers from Allatoona. They had to stem that North Gwinnett tide.
That was Stewart's 33rd goal of the year and 40th point.
Allatoona will get credited there for that face-off win. They have dominated the face-offs, though, 12-6.
Yeah, they got called. North Gwinnett got called for kicking the stick there.
Yep. Kick the ball, can't kick the stick. There's a move by Gillum and a shot. Goal right by Wise. We're tied. 123. Buckle up. Brooks Gillum, his second goal of the day.
So Gillum just took that off the whistle, stepped in from up top and shot that left-handed low. I think Wise regrets that one. I think he probably should have had that. Actually, he's holding his hands on his head, so I think he agrees. That's a save that's probably got to be made.
Bruce, we talked about the other night in our broadcast, and of course this is the first year of Lacrosse 5 TV, how there are so many different sports intertwined in the lacrosse. Well, they say basketball is a game of runs. Right now, we've got a game of runs right here. North Gwinnett opened with 3 straight in the quarter. Now here comes 3 straight back by Allatoona, and we're tied at 8.
Yeah, and we talked about the pace picking up, and now North Gwinnett picked it up first. Allatoona came back, and they're now going faster, and they've got their run going like you mentioned.
And they get that credit for that face-off win there. Tesler is really doing it. Searle dipped that left shoulder, bodied him in. Here's Hinton. Hinton spins it. No, he's going to keep it right now. Now he flares it back over to Stewart, who's back in behind with him. And they'll work it back out left of the cage. Brooks, Gillum, and they'll wait and get their attack set with the midfielders and get on side. Allatoona crowd now feeling it. The next goal will put them out in front. Here's Stewart. Stewart makes his move. Has the cross in his right hand. Spins, fell down. Hopkins has been getting him fits all day. Hopkins still giving him fits, and now we've got a whistle. Going to get a flag, I think, or a push with possession.
Yeah, he called a hold. I think that was a hold on Hopkins.
Yep, it was. Table across the way. It will be a hold, so Allatoona will go a man up. They're 1 of 2 on the man ups today.
I actually thought that was pretty good defense, but then he got his stick tied up and kind of locked him, and they threw the flag.
38 and 2/10. We're tied at 8. As night has continued to fall here in Ackworth.
So Tuna's in a 1-4-1, waiting on the whistle.
They will operate it with Stewart. So Stewart has it in his cross and steps into the box, looks to make a pass and does. There's his pass. The shot was there. He didn't take it. Now he's going to move in. Shot. Hit the post. Good save by Wise. And now here come North Gwinnett. They're going to try to get the clear and kill off the penalty. Oh, couldn't catch it cleanly. It's on the ground. Going to be picked up. Allatoona's got a shot with it. Here's Zimbardo. Zimbardo now swings it over to the left, and they'll be patient. It wasn't there. Gilliam will take it, and they'll spin it over to Stewart.
Yeah, that was a bad decision with Zimbardo dodging again on man up and the shot. But then he made the hustle play to get the ground ball and get possession again.
That shot goes wide. They will retain the possession. There's 3 and 3/10 seconds left here in this third quarter. There's a shot. A pass. Goal with no time left. Sorrels. Allatoona on top at the end of the third, and this place is rocking. It's 9-8 Tuna.
So that was Sorrels from Galloway. They took it from up top. They moved it back behind. Sorrels cut wide open, and the shot beats the buzzer for the goal. The refs are actually talking, but we think it's going to count.
I think that's going to count. Looked like it counted. There was 3.3 to go. They are going to get together and have them a conference, but I think they went ahead and count that goal.
North Gwinnett coach out there trying to influence their decision.
He did, and the way he turned and walked away is not in agreement. So we end the third quarter. Allatoona, 4 straight goals. They lead 9-8. Follow the Flame right here, Lacrosse Fight TV.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Joe Hillsman, Bruce Oswald back here with you. 9-8, Allatoona leading North Gwinnett. We'll take a look quickly here as we start the fourth quarter at the North Gwinnett commit. And we're going to have to find something. We saw Jack Ryan come to life there in that third quarter. Jack Ortella and Vinny Magro also the commits for North Gwinnett, and they may have to be the keys right here in this fourth quarter, Bruce.
Yeah, Ryan's going to Mercer, and Ortolano's only a sophomore committed to Providence. Magro going to D2 Coker, and you also got Sam Gasta going to Young Harris.
We'll flip the field now. North Gwinnett, they're moving left to right. They're in the red. It'll be the last time we flip the field unless we've got overtime. 9-8. Allatoona with the lead is the first time we've had ended a quarter or a half with the team leading. It was 2-2 after one, 5-5 at the half, 9-8 here. It would have been 8-8 if it wasn't for an outstanding goal by Sorrell. Shot right there. He ripped it in there. He's warmed up now to that task. Gasta, a goal at 11:32.
Yeah, that was Gasta from Magro. Magro had it up top, slid it over on the wing, kind of wing up top to Gasta, and Gasta with another low-high left-handed rip. Great shot.
Gasta, his fourth goal of the day. He's got 30 on the season now. 11:32 to go. Man, this is I asked for a seatbelt at halftime. They didn't bring it to me, so I might bang my knees on this desk. Face-off time, and they did win that face-off, did North Gwinnett. They have 7 face-off wins today. Tesler is still the man for Allatoona right now, 13-7. He pops it out of there quick, got it and started a break. Tesla moving in. No. Tesla couldn't get that one in there, 14-7.
Great quick draw, though. Took it forward, picked up the ground ball on the first bounce, and maybe should have fed that, but a good shot. He did shoot it sidearm, and every time they do that, they pull it wide.
So, in other words, you really just don't want to have a sidearm shot, right, Bruce?
You really want to shoot that overhand.
Overhand. Knocked it away from behind. Good defensive effort from the long pole action of Nick Ballner. But it's still on the ground. Back behind the cage, it's still on the ground, and now here's Galloway with it. Galloway hands it over. We're tied at 9. They spin it back out now. Here's Tesler. And Tesler will pop it out to the top. And here's Trevor Stewart, and Allatoona will be patient with it. 10:52. Tied at 9. Allatoona closed that third quarter with 4 straight goals. North Gwinnett opened quickly with 1, and there is another one. Trevor Stewart. He was coming right to left in front of the cage and flipped it in with that left hand.
Yep, that's the first time we've seen him go to his left. He dodged down the right alley, taking number 18, Justin Hopkins. He came back to his left and then shot that left low to low, beating Wise.
Stewart with his second goal, this one at 10:45. Back and forth, seesaw affair we go now. The face-off has gotten serious. Both refs in right there on the face-off now.
So we mentioned these teams both average 15 goals a game, and I didn't think we were going to get there, but now that may change.
That may change, and a lot, as you mentioned, Bruce, has to do with the pace.
Yep.
Allatoona won the face-off, but they're going to give it to North Gwinnett with a procedure there.
Yeah, he must have moved early.
Yep. Give the face-off win to North Gwinnett. So now here they are in the possession. They're trailing 10-9 and holding it in the right crosses Harrison Overly. Orlando has it, short stick action, and gives it over to Gaster. You talked about Gaster, the energy he spends in the fourth quarter. That's when it shows. He makes his move now. They're inside the box. He spins it over. Good dipsy-do move. There's a shot to go! Vinny Magro, are they going to rule it out? Or no? I saw the
that's
net.
A goal.
I saw the cage move.
No, they call the goal counts, and
Okay.
it's probably a push too, so their flag's probably going to be waved off. That came from up top. Gasta dodged. Magro showed from X right there at GLE, did a little swim dodge, and finished that low.
And we saw it right there as you followed the flame. We're tied at 10, 10-10 with 10-11 to go. Our 7th tie of the game. Tesler, man, he is something on the face-off, Bruce.
Yeah, and he can do it all. He takes it back, he takes it to himself, he flips it out to his wing, and he goes forward. He's got everything.
He lost it right there. Blackburn come away with it. He slipped and fell. We've got a whistle. Did North Gwinnett call a timeout? They did. They want to settle down. The North Gwinnett Bulldogs call a timeout with 9:58 to go here in this fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the Allatoona commitments here. We talked about them earlier in the day, but we'll go ahead and show those to you here while we have a break here. Lacrosse Fire TV, Follow the Flame. Trent Thomas, the long pole action defense. We talked about Danny Tesler. Trevor Stewart showed a goal, and that Jay Molander with the goal as well. And Cleveland State, Furman, all of them headed off to play collegiately, which is wonderful. And Trent Thomas to Bellarmine University up in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, you know, Furman's actually becoming a really good pipeline for Atlanta kids. It's a great school up in South Carolina. Richie Meade has coached the U.S. national team, coached at the Naval Academy for 15 years or so.
Okay.
And just a great place where we've now got somewhere like 4, 5, 6 kids either at Furman or going to Furman from Atlanta.
All right, so Furman up 85, not a long drive either. You know, hour and a half. Up 85, and a very good school, the Paladins, the Furman Paladins.
Yeah, let's talk about North Gwinnett here. We were talking earlier off air. This is their last game of the year. They've played 16 games, including tonight. GHSA rules they could play 18, so they're basically leaving 2 games on the table, and they're going to go 2 weeks with just practice before the playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see when they get to the first round of the playoffs, playing a tough team from the Area 2 region, how they come out in a couple of weeks.
Do you think that there was some strategy in that? I mean, that could be a fine line between rest versus rust.
Yeah, we don't know. Maybe they have their prom coming up. We're just really not sure why they're only playing 16 games.
Wow, I'm not sure about their prom either, but those type of things do fall in line. And I know in the past some of those things have kind of conflicted, and some schools will try and just stay away from it altogether. But they're going to get tired of beating up on each other for 2 weeks. Almost like a start of a season. They're beating up on the back of that cage, though. There's a goal.
It's Magro.
Magro at 9:31, and now North Gwinnett has the lead.
Magro caused a pass out there on the wing, did a little toe drag, and then shot low to the far corner, beating Molander.
Molander going to have to pick it up a little bit now here. He's going to Ferrum College, taking those goalkeeping and cage skills there. 9:31 to go, 11-10 now. North Gwinnett in the lead. Yeah, now that we sit here and look at both of them in double digits, we said something would have to give offensively or defensively. Both of them right at 15 goals a game. Allatoona technically right under that at 14-6. They win their 16th faceoff. And then there's a pass and leads to a turnover. Each time you think one team has the momentum, the other one comes right back and takes it.
Yep, we've seen some good D, and now we've seen a couple of turnovers. So it's getting late in the game. Guys are getting tired and not as good fundamentally.
Here's Gaster coming up. Brandon Seaman, good to see he returned. He took a whack early at the beginning of the game, but he brought that long pole in there and whacked Gaster. Orlando has it, spins it in his cross. There's Jack Ryan. Ryan a shot. It couldn't get it in there. He was looking for his shot too now. He was not doing that in that first half.
There's a good save.
Molander peels it away and spins it out. Now here they'll come out on the clear attempt. Coming up this way with it is Michael Romans. Romans through the left wing area. He'll step down, passes it into the left alley. They still have not completed the clear. Here's Sorrells. Sorrells got to get it in the box and does. Sorrells now angling in. He slips and falls, picks himself back up. It's on the ground. Allatoona will pick it up now and set it up again. Here's Hinton. Hinton twirls it in his cross. He had the shot there. Hands were free. Didn't take it. Hands were free again as his man fell down. He still didn't take it. He'll spin it back to Stewart. Stewart to Gilliam. Gilliam now back out to Stewart. Stewart right of the box and steps in. And now he's going to take it back in behind. Hopkins' long pole going to come bother him. Not all the way a true X. Now we'll go with a true X. Just under 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Stewart being very patient. Hopkins used that long pole on him, try to slow him down. It's not there. Looking for the play to develop. And he gives it to Gilliam. Gilliam cross to Galloway. Galloway back into the top. Here's Sorrells. Sorrells switches hands with it. Long pole defense coming up by Ryan Wilson. And they'll be patient with it again. So North Gwinnett defense now forcing Allatoona to go to play in option 2, 3, and 4 now.
So Stewart's gone from X back up top. Both of these teams have no problem inverting their middies behind the goal and bringing their attack up high. Now we've got Gilliam up. Is that Gilliam? No, that's Orlando up. No, it was Gilliam, my bad.
Galloway.
Thank you.
Here's Stewart. Slipped.
Yeah. See how quick that double team comes?
Exactly, very much so. And I just heard someone in the crowd say, what's up with all the slipping? Both teams are now slipping. Here's Gilliam's pass. All the way it's going to roll out, and they're going to fight for it. That's a ground ball. Long pole. Wilson picked up. We got a flag.
Yeah,
a whistle,
they're calling a loose ball push on Wilson, but I think that was a good play. He played the ball, got him from the side, and got the ground ball, but refs see it otherwise.
Here's Stewart. Stewart holds it in that cross. Allatoona in the white. They're at home. They're trailing 11-10 in a game that has gone back and forth, and it has seen runs and multiple goals in a row from one team and the other. North Gwinnett had 5 in a row at one point. Allatoona had 4 in a row. Here's Stewart. Stewart really being smacked on. Hopkins is really sticking on him like glue.
Yeah, Stewart again took it back to X and came up the wing. Drew the double team. There's a yard sale.
Galloway able to recover it. He looks back at his teammate and waits sure he gets his stick up, and there it is. I'm going to got to use that one, Bruce. A yard sale. I like it. Here's Gilliam. He's Bruce Oswald. I'm Joel Hilsman. I'm Joel Hilsman. Glad that you are with us. Our entire crew here at Buccaneer Stadium. Allatoona down a goal. They're on the attack right now in the box with Stewart.
Stewart back up top now. Sorrells was up top, or Sorrells. Now he's on the crease. They're changing.
Bruce, I like the point that you've mentioned about inverting from top to back. They have done that a number of times today, and they almost are doing it seamlessly.
Yep.
Shot. Low goal! Brooks Gilliam. We're tied at 11.
That, again, was the high bouncer we talked about before. That's really tough for the goalie to make a save on. If you bounce it on the crease line or just outside and get it up high, it's a tough adjustment for the goaltender to make the save, and we saw that there. Great shot by Gilliam.
You see it right there. Follow the flame. Lacrosse Fire TV, our instant replay, number 7, Brooks Gilliam.
Is that 3 for him?
That's third goal, number 3 for him. We're tied at 11, and that's our 11th tie our 8th tie of the day. 5:37. Who will win the face-offs? The face-offs now become extremely big in a game this close and this well contested. Allatoona, though, still with a wide margin, 16-8.
Tessler moved again. It's going to be Bulldogs ball.
16-9. They'll get that face-off win. Now here he comes in. They go back in behind.
Some of those these Fogos get set on time in the ref's whistle, and he's missed it a couple times there, getting called for the illegal procedure.
Ryan's pass deflected off of the long pole of Gridley Wright.
Wright's done a good job on Ryan, really in the first half, and then let up a little bit at the beginning of the third quarter, but has now seemed to be back on track.
Here's Tamburo. Tamburo working it. On a cross in, there's Colton Garvin. Garvin has seen some burn today. And they'll give it over now, and here's Ortolano. Ortolano stops, coming back toward the middle, not there.
See, Ortolano's playing midfield now. They switched him from attack to midfield, so he's playing up top.
And lost it. Here is a turnover. They're over in the left wing area, and Allatoona, I think, will call a timeout. And the Allatoona crowd now kind of roaring. We're tied at 11 with 4:36. Bruce, this has been one whale of a lacrosse contest. Now, at this juncture, is this one of those settle down timeouts? Let's see what we'll be able to get and come out and score.
Yeah, I think you draw it up and you come out, you milk a little bit of clock, and then you get it to your scorers and go. But there's nothing wrong with taking a minute off the clock and finding the right guy for the right shot. You don't need to rush, force it to the crease, anything stupid. Just make good fundamental passing, set picks, run your two-man game, invert your middies behind if you want to do that, and then look for the right opportunity, but have patience.
Of course, North Gwinnett coming in at 15-0. They've won 15 straight ball games. Allatoona coming in on a 12-game winning streak. They're 13-1, and as we mentioned, their lone loss was to Lambert. They have big ranked wins over Lovett, Kell, and Lassiter, and we've talked about that as well as North Gwinnett has some out-of-state victories. But Allatoona with a 3-0 out-of-state record. They've defeated McCallie out of Tennessee, Mantazans out of Florida, and Dr. Phillips out of Florida. So well tested, and one of the things whenever you talk with any coach, especially at the high school level playing out of state, you just want to test your team, be battle tested for when the playoffs come.
Yeah, that's right. These teams are from Georgia, are looking to play really good out-of-state teams. McCallie's one of them. Georgia's had good success against them this year. Westminster beat them pretty handily on Saturday, 15-7. And several teams have beaten McCallie this year from Georgia. The Florida teams are also good competition to help these guys from Georgia up their lax IQ.
Did Pope beat McCallie?
No, Pope lost to McCallie. They may be the only Georgia team to lose.
All right.
13-7 McCallie.
Okay. I remember we had Georgia Tech that day, and that's why I was unable to keep up with the McCallie Pope. That all game was also here on Lacrosse Fire TV. All right, out of the timeout, here's Allatoona. Want to get something out of the timeout in a tie ball game. They're working on the attack. Here he comes. Gilliam comes in. Fire shot, goal! Back to back goal! Brooks Gilliam. 12-11. The Bucks and the ship are rocking at 4:08.
So we talked about showing some patience. Only took about 30 seconds, but they worked it around. They got it to one of their scorers, and Gillum, he was wide open on the wing and just ripped it high for the goal.
And it opened up for him so free, hands free, but he had his hands free. I know you hear this more in the women's lacrosse game. The shooting space was there, and he flipped that thing in the cage.
Yeah, time and room. He had plenty of time and room to let that go. He probably 90 miles an hour on that shot.
12-11. The back and forth affair continues. Tessler wins that big face-off right there. 17th face-off win of the night for the Allatoona Buccaneers, and now they got a 12-1 lead. We're under 4 minutes.
See, now they can really be patient if they choose to.
And once they get inside 2 minutes, they got to get it in the box and keep it in the box. Not yet, though. About a minute and 45 seconds away from that. Here they are working back in behind, 12-11. Allatoona with the ball, with the lead. They are in white. And they ripped off 2 back-to-back goals, both of them off of the cross of Brooks Gilliam.
Looks like they are going to take their time. There is no shot clock in high school lacrosse like there is in college, so if they are stalling, the refs can tell them to keep it in prior to the 2 minutes. In college, there's a shot clock if you're deemed as stalling. That'll be in high school next year or the year after, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. Moves it in, spins on him. Good move by Zumberto. They tried to hit him from behind Gasta. Gasta, as we mentioned, the midfielder working both ways. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, fourth quarter. Allatoona with a 12-11 lead. Pass in the middle, ball on the ground. He tried to shoot it. It could come out. They're going to chase it down, and they'll pick it up. That's Sorrells. Sorrells now picked it up, and then he got pushed right there by Adam Cashcan. Cashcan had it. They'll flip it way back out. Here's Stewart. 2:40. I'll keep eyes on that clock now. Here's Stewart. Long pole action of Hopkins. He gets the pick. Pick is not moving. He's going back and forth with him on the pick. Now, here goes Stewart. Here's the inversion of what you're talking about. He gives it in the cross. There's Gillum. That man's fire hot. Might want to guard him. There's a shot. Wise. No. Backed up. They'll retain the possession. 2:22 now.
Good patience and good ball movement there, and that was a good shot. He just pulled it wide. Zimbardo, I believe that was.
Yes, it was. Number 6. Austin Zimbardo. Coming from around a shot. No, he tried to come from behind. Stewart tried to light fire into this place. It would have erupted had that found the cage. 2:07. Got to keep eyes on that clock now. 2:07. Under 2 minutes with the lead and the ball. You must keep it in the box. Allatoona will be in that in just a moment. Clock running. Clock at 2:02, 2:01. You see it on your screen. 2 minutes. Must stay inside the box now.
I think they've still got a timeout, too, so don't be surprised if we see that.
Stewart makes his fake. Long pole stuck out there by Jackson Edmonds.
Oh, nice
It's
check.
on the ground. Ball is on the ground. They're trying to kick it around. They're trying to kick it out.
Great
and
ground
Stewart
ball.
picked it up. Stewart with a ground ball. Stewart a shot. Austin Wise a save.
That was great defense there by number 23, Emmons, knocking the ball loose, but then Stewart with a great ground ball beats them to the goal, and great save by Wise to keep them in the game, and now we got a timeout.
92 seconds. North Gwinnett calls the timeout. They're trailing 12-11 as you see Jack Edmonds run off. Give that guy some credit. That left brace right there, returning from ACL injury. Did not start the season, but now here he is at the end of the year getting some burn for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. 12-11. Brooks Gillum right now with the back-to-back goals from when Allatoona was trailing 11-10. He tied it at 11. He gave him the lead at 12, and they have it 12-11. But North Gwinnett will be in possession with the timeout and 1:32 to go.
So North Gwinnett's got plenty of time. They did call that timeout on the defensive end of the field, so they're going to have to clear the ball here. And once they get it up, they've got plenty of time. Need to get it to their scorers. Probably looking to get it to Ryan or Ortolano and or Gasta. One of those three I would expect would be looking to take the shot to tie the game.
Yeah, got to go with your heavy hitters right now. Sam Gasta with 4 goals in this game. Jack Ryan with 2. Cannot forget about him. Ortolano also. Ortolano has not scored today.
Yeah, I didn't mention Magro, though. He's got 3, so it could be Magro.
Yeah, Magro does have 3 goals. He has 31 on the season with his 3 goals today. Gasta now with 30 goals. I'll go ahead and put it in the air. If we go to overtime, both teams are 1-0 in overtimes. North Gwinnett a double overtime victory earlier this year, and it is first goal wins in overtime.
So the Bulldogs are going to give it to their horse, Gasta at the 30, looking to clear.
Gasta.
He's going to take it on his own.
Yep, moves in across the midfield line, and now Gasta's going to come up all the way. Got to step it into the box. He passes it into the right alley. We've cleared it. They go back in behind, and they'll set it up. 77 seconds trailing 12-11. Allatoona crowd and student section now imploring defense. If you're wondering why they're in the alleys and out of the box, they don't have the lead. When you have the lead under 2 minutes, you must keep it in the box. There's Magro. It's not there. Lost it on the back. We're under a minute. Moving in. Body. Shot. On the ground. Still on the ground. North Gwinnett gonna fight and bobble with it. Allatoona trying to beat the brakes out of him, and we've got a whistle. A push, yeah. Push on Allatoona. They were smacking at him 46 and 2/10 seconds.
So that's the first time tonight Ryan's gone to his right hand, but then he tried to force it back into his left and hurt his angle there, and I think there was a save made there by Molander. But a good job on the ground ball there up top by, who is that?
He's subbed out now. Here he is going back in behind is Ortolano. 30 seconds now. Ortolano goes back in behind. He gives it to Ryan. Ryan, they spin it over the shot. They will retain the possession. 23 seconds.
That feed was too late. Ryan didn't have an angle, shot that behind his back.
Magro getting smacked around by Palmer Fields. 15 seconds, 12-11. Allatoona going to try to hang on to one last shot. Here's Gasta. Gasta around a shot. No!
Nice high bouncer by Gasta. Beat his guy, but just missed wide.
8.5 seconds to go. One last shot. Ryan with it. Ryan a shot. It popped up in the air. Ball is on the ground. It'll roll back. Allatoona will win. And they knock off previously undefeated North Gwinnett 12-11. And the North Gwinnett Bulldogs throw a cross down in disgust. Give it to Brooks Gilliam. Back-to-back goals. One at 5:37 and one at 4:08. He tied it, and then he gave him the lead, and he gave him the victory. The Tuna boys. How about that? Add that one. That's a feather in their cap, Bruce.
Oh, it is, and you called it. It's a game of runs. North Gwinnett had their run early in the second half, and then Allatoona came back with their run late in the midway through the fourth quarter, through the end of the game to pull out the 12-11 win. I think that's the best game we've done this year.
That is an outstanding game, but Brooks Gilliam, big goals right there. And then the defense right there at the end by Allatoona to fight off a swell charge. And you called it Gasta out of that timeout with the clear. It was him or Ryan right there to try to win it, and good defensive effort there from Allatoona.
Yeah, they both had chances. Both of them had good shots. Both shot them wide. Actually, Molander did make the one save on Ryan, which was a big save with about 15 seconds left.
What a ball game. Some quick numbers for you. Face-offs went to Allatoona 17-9. On the man up, North Gwinnett was 1 of 1. Allatoona was 1 of 3. He won the game. My man of the match, Brooks Gilliam, with 4 goals. It was the last two, though, man. The one at 5:37, it tied it, and he came back just over a minute later and gave him the lead 12-11, and they hung on over that last 4:08.
Yeah, and I did have goalie stats, and these aren't absolute, but I had Molander with 10 saves, and I had Wise with 9 for North Gwinnett. Pretty good games by both the goaltenders.
All the way balanced. The goaltenders were balanced. The score was balanced. The play was balanced. Outstanding. That was Brooks Gilliam with 4 goals in this contest. I'll let you know right now. Seven ties in this contest. At one point in time, we were tied 2-2 at the end of first, tied at 5 at halftime. We would have been tied 8-8, and that may be a goal we need to talk about. Let's see, that was Carson Sorrells with the goal at the end of the third with 3 3/10 seconds.
That counted.
9-8, and then they come there 3 goals there for Allatoona, and they go up 12-11 and win this contest. Man, follow the flame. You see the two teams congratulating each other. A fine game between two top-ranked teams. And, you know, if Allatoona wins the state championship and North Gwinnett wins the state championship, hey, Allatoona still got the bragging right. I just throw that out there and have fun with it. All right, for Bruce Oswald, I'm Joel Hilsman. Special thanks to our entire crew, cameras, producers, and everyone here on Lacrosse Fire TV. Once again, the final score, the Allatoona Buccaneers with a 12-11 victory over the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. Remember, coming up on Saturday, noon, right here on LFTV, it'll be the Buford Wolves and the Grayson Rams. I'm Joel Hilsman. We'll see you down the road right here on Lacrosse Fire TV.